Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
You sure?
Bit weird, but
It's okay.
good.
Okay, let's start with what is your name?
Uh, my name's Jane.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I just feel like this is like 21 Jump Street. Like, my name's Jeff. That throwback.
My name is Jeff.
Jane got a bit of space out here. Jane cuts inside. Lovely run from Jane. There's no one in front of her. Jane's gonna go the whole way here. Try time for Unicorn.
And what position do you play?
I started off as scrum half, but turns out I was a bit horrible at that. So now I play on the wing.
Concept speed and Jane running off the ball really well. Second side. Absolutely lovely hands out to Jane. That was a wonderful try.
How long have you played rugby?
About 3 years.
Why did you start playing rugby?
Well, I've always had people ask me to play rugby, but I was really scared, so I never did. But one time after COVID, I had a friend who wanted to try, but she didn't want to be the only one to go to the practice. I was like, okay, I'll just go and like join one practice and like bounce. But then all the girls were really nice, so I was like, okay, I'll try it.
What was your biggest worry about playing rugby, and was it really that bad when you started?
Well, my biggest worry when it came to rugby was obviously getting injured. It's a scary sport, and I was never really like big or strong. I was always on the smaller side, so I always thought that I could never do it. That was what's the question?
Was it that bad when you started? Was the injury thing a bad thing?
Well, it was pretty bad. I mean, I felt like really small and weak, but actually, I think that after I joined, I realized like, okay, even though I'm kind of small and scrawny, I can run, and that's a strength. And then I actually learned how to tackle, and then I felt really badass. So I was like, fuck. Oh, sorry. And then I was like, oh, I can take down this girl who I think is bigger and stronger than me, and I felt like super badass. I was like, hell yeah.
You can swear.
Fuck yeah. My parents might watch this.
Nice pop off to Jane, nice check of her own. Side step. Nice hands by City. Jane on the wing. Wow, fantastic tackle by Jane. Base out here. Out to Jane. Draw and pass. Set. That's how you tackle. Jane again.
What's the best thing about playing for the Unicorns?
Well, the community, I guess. I think, and I was also really lucky that I came in at the beginning of like fresh out of COVID. So I got to really grow as a player through the unicorns. And also, the community is really good. Everyone's really nice. And I think it was really nice to join a group of girls who are also working from all different walks of life and kind of just have a common activity. And it made it really easy to make friends. Yeah.
Onto Jane managed to get a hold of her, and Florence is over the ball. Fantastic work. Well, takes a tackle but pops off to Jane on her shoulder. Jane's got a bit of space. Beats the first girl and taken back to tidy up. Very fast follow-up by City. Good play by City actually, but lovely picking it. Bounced up. Oh, awkward bounce for Jane. She's a great tackle though.
What's your best memory playing rugby?
Mm, there's so many. There's so many, but I think one of the best memories I have was this game against this one team where I scored quite a bunch of tries. And it's not just because I scored a bunch of tries and there's the glory of that, but it's because the week before I was crying a lot and I was like crying to my coach and saying that, I wasn't good enough and I was really down on myself. And then this week I kind of decided it doesn't matter, I'll just go in and be super zen, whatever will be, will be. And then I managed to actually pull things out the bag and turn it into points. And I was like, it was a moment where I really realized that I could do things, and that was really great. Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. Okay. Well done, Jane. So the field of Jane's got a bit of space here. She can go on the outside. That's a very high tackle around the neck. But Jane forces the error. Jane's got a bit of space. Just past the first goal.
And finally, what would you say to any women out there who are thinking about joining a rugby team in Hong Kong?
Like, just do it, just bite the bullet. I mean, I'm talking about like how 3 years ago I was scared about being too scrawny. I'm still pretty scrawny. People call me spaghetti still because I'm all like loosey goosey. But I really think that there is a place for everybody on a rugby team, and especially with the unicorns, um, everyone really does kind of have a shot, whether it's in training or on the pitch during a game. Yeah, everyone can just give it a go.
Okay, thank you, Jane.
Thank you, John.